Morning. 10th of April 2025. The song is Dirt Cheap. But, so somebody might be looking for a bargain. But what I'm getting is some things are worth more than money. So we've got Neptune. So going deep, we've got 6th house of Virgo, health, and we've got Scorpio transformations. So Spirit only think 4 things are worth more than money: love, health, happiness and freedom. Love being the most important one. The 10 is the wheel of fortune. It's about the peaks and troughs of life. It's massive changes and it's fate. So let's see. Fate is the things that happen in life that have to happen and you can't change them. Things outside your control. Oh, sneeze on Thursday. Sneeze for better, that's good. Change for the better, hopefully. So the wheels keep turning. The name Cooper could be important because Cooper's, the barrel makers, were the ones that made the wheels for the wagons. There it is. So thankfully it is a change for the better. Number 10. Oh dear. So we start with gossip. A lack of fire in your belly to do anything, possibly because of what other people are saying. False information. Take it with a pinch of salt. It could be an immature, fiery person. It could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be, but it can be a child. We're going through a battle and we're wasting our time really and our breath on people that will never listen. So stop wasting your breath. There's the Virgo energy, Chiron, problems with agriculture, health, terrorism, crowds, concerts, Manchester the Bees, those with the scar on the leg, the limp, the amputation, those with a darker complexion, those in uniform, any or all of those. Chiron is the wounded healer, so you have to heal yourself first. It's becoming a bit of a nightmare, 9 weeks, sleepless nights. 5 years, a change has to take place, finances especially. You'll have everything you need, but not necessarily everything you want. You may isolate yourself or feel isolated. Lonely in a room full of people, half erased. A bird in a gilded cage. Change for the better though, with generous friends. An older version of that, someone in uniform of a darker complexion. A benefactor, a businessman. Capricorn energy. The watermelons, the name William or Sweet William, the flowers. This is coming to the pinnacle of financial success, security. But there is some injustice. And number 11, the name Casey could be important. Issues with the groin, the loins, open enemies, failed partnerships, unfairness, injustice. Oops. Legal matters. Yeah, number 19, it's been in it a lot, hasn't it? Somebody is deliberately keeping you in the dark, blocking your path, trying to stop your happiness. Delays in travel. There is no light in your life. Leo energy. 19. There is love here, but no commitment. The Neptune energy, Pisces. Learning to love yourself more than anything else. Not in an egotistical way, just putting yourself on a priority list. And it's growing. You're getting there. You're getting better. There's also possibly a son and a daughter, water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's unconditional love that's needed for yourself and others. Because someone here has been, like I said, flogging the guts out for ungrateful people and getting nowhere. It's the one where we had the child that wanted to go out to play while they was working. Or work no play makes Jackie, because it's a woman this time, a dull girl. So, but you must remember to put the effort in for yourself as well as everybody else. Because we've got 2 5s here now. You may have everything you need but nothing you want, because someone here wants to win at all costs. They don't care how they do it. They don't care who they hurt. It's also a bloodbath. It is, unfortunately, and with the terrorist card, I don't like it, violence with knives. 5 weeks. What they don't realise is no one wins this and everyone will regret it. We've come out of Mercury retrograde. That's the Mercury retrograde card. We can no longer be blackmailed emotionally, financially, spiritually, mentally or physically. If they think they've got you over a barrel, they're very wrong. You're now sure of your facts. You're not in denial and you're not going to try and protect others. Yeah, there's issues within the home and family life. A home is not a home without a fire in the hearth, food on the table and a welcome at the door. A change of residence, problems with repairs, Things need to be sorted. Weddings called off, celebrations called off, and lies, deceit and theft. So we have another page there. Someone's sarcasm, lies, gossip. It is somebody deliberately poking the hornet's nest. The bees again, so the letter B or something to do with the bees. Manchester. So don't believe everything you hear. And there's somebody dwelling in the past, crying over spilt milk, playing the victim probably. Living in the past. The past is over, the future's not promised, we must live in the now. Stop bleating on about something. Stop dwelling there. It's not doing you any good. You're wasting your time. So that's three fives we've got. We need one more. Which is the Five of Wands, the action. There we have the nightmare situation again, but the cage door is open, you can leave at any time. So the bird in the gilded cage, there it is. Sleepless nights, 9 weeks. Yeah, because there are those who see when they're shown, and those who will never see. We have to leave those that don't see behind. We have to find our tribe. We have to find equal reciprocity. What you give out is what you should get back. And if you're not getting it, it's time to move on. 6 years. There she is, Persephone, coming back from the gates of hell. She is not allowing negativity into her aura, be it financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, or physically. This is the traveller, the tarot readers, the psychics, the empaths. They're no longer taking on other people's issues or problems. They're looking after themselves for a change. The force fields are up. Daughters, secrets being revealed. Truth being told. There's unfinished business here, there. Sagittarius energy. Still more to be learnt. You're always learning. Don't act in haste because you'll repent at leisure. Yeah, you need a new team. And when you do, it will be successful the next 3 years. If you're thinking of starting a new business, well done. Anything new about to start will profit within 3 years. But we have mothers here and daughters, arguments with a woman, lack of abundance, lack of growth, lack of creativity. Nothing can grow in barren lands. Agriculture, the military, and terminations of contracts, pregnancies, relationships, etc. All is not well with the world. Mother Earth is crying. Too many. 3 and 30. So Doris, Abigail, and there's the apology. The apology you thought you'd never get. The improvements in finances and career, agriculture. Again, those in uniform, those of a darker complexion, positive energy, slow and steady wins the race. Once you've healed yourself, then you heal others. But there is definitely mind games going on, gaslighting, mental issues, insanity, criminal activity, lies, deceit and theft. This could be someone new in your life or something new in your life, or it could be confused minds, like I said, mental illness. Those that work with blades, disc, cups or wood. 1 or 28. There it is again. 5 of Swords. The change is coming. There is some violent change. The knives are out. Someone here is trying to cause trouble and they don't care how they win. They just want to win. So be the bigger person. Walk away. Leave them to it. But do stand up for yourself if you have to. Protect yourself big time. Mentally, physically, spiritually. emotionally and financially. Death and rebirth with Scorpio. We've got the 6th house of Chiron. There it is. Virgo. Health issues. The apple is protection. The apple a day keeps the doctor away. Hospitals, vocational workplace, the intestines, the abdomen. Grandfathers, Walter. Teamwork, what did I say? A new team. Co-workers, pets, efficiency, vocation, your daily routine. This is where we become aware of others. Innate talents and abilities which we use in a productive way. Somebody's not using their talents and they should be. So maybe it's time to leave your old job and set up on your own. Or leave the family home and start your first place by yourself. Yes, it's going to feel a bit strange at first, isolated, alone, wherever it is. 5 of Pentacles, but you'll get there. It's about whether you're selfish or not. It has to come from the heart without thought of reward or recognition. They don't think like that. They want to win. This is what must be done because it can't be changed. So the 10, the wheel, it's karma. If your personal identity and self-worth have not been developed sufficiently, you may still need recognition from others, and that's not good. The only person that should be concerned about you is yourself. No one else's business, no gossip. Don't talk about other people because it will rebound on you. Venus, there she is. It's about unconditional love. She was reversed, same as this one. So venereal disease is the first one when so STDs, stuff like that. But it is the mother energy. Problems with the mother, the Empress. Love is the only religion to die for. The name John is important. Let love take care of it for now. The morning star, which is Lucifer, which is the devil, it's about balance. The equivalent in the Roman goddess Venus was Freya. Among the Greeks, it was Aphrodite. Venereal disease is named after Venus. After all, she charms and seduces. She was once associated with Lucifer, who was not a demon but an angel of light who fell to earth, the plane from heaven. So that was mentioned yesterday, wasn't it, in Astrology. Angels don't fall in love. In reality, the part of astrological chart Venus rules is where we want the good life, where we desire ease and comfort. So that's maybe why you're arguing, because she wants a better life. Sweets and kisses, where we want to see beautiful, be beautiful and smell beautiful. But finances just aren't there yet. It's Libra and Taurus, but the energies function differently. That's Taurus. And we have got Libra there. Well done, Spirit. It's about beauty, social balance, romantic love, while Taurus is about creature comforts and accumulated fineries. So the two don't necessarily work well together. It's partner orientated, and we know that there's some sort of problem with the partnership because both of these cards are reversed. There's fears of going it alone though. They don't want to be on their own. They don't want to be isolated and lonely. That's not a good reason to stay in a job or a relationship or anything else. It's the lesser Neptune, and we've got Neptune there. Love, romance and art are her domains. Yeah, she doesn't get lost in them or lose her practical side. In fact, Venus is a planet of fashion, luxuries, balance, symmetry. We did have a seamstress mentioned, I think, yesterday or the day before. Artistic ability, sugary food, so diabetes, and she prefers to overlook the ugliness of the world. So living in denial. Buying objects that are beautiful but unnecessary or excessive will come into play. So be careful. Don't be spending too much money that you haven't got. Don't waste funds on items just because you want them. You may feel compelled to buy something beyond your budget because you think it's beautiful, but you don't really need it. On the other hand, you may be attracted to these things on your own. Venus rules money, especially money shared in partnerships and marriages, and it's not going well. Money worries will though find a solution. Arts, hair salons, restaurants, movies, concerts, dance recitals, craft shows, cosmetics. So remember, girls, you don't need them. I know you think you do, but you may be crippling the family finances because you won't refuse to give up your nails, your hair, or whatever it is. Fashion may figure in. You may be dealing with artistic or people that work in the arts. You may discover a more creative and artistic side to yourself. So if you've got a ton of garments in your wardrobe that still got the tags on, please curb your spending. Maybe get out the sewing machine if you've got any artistic ability. Make things yourself or change something you've already got. Venus is the most humane and fair of planets, so you may be asked or feel compelled to settle a dispute. There is a dispute here. Courts, law, judgment may factor in, but more than this, the card indicates a new love coming into your life or the improvement and new start of an older love relationship. The first thing to focus on is romance and love, but after that, creativity and refinement. But this love is not for others, this is for yourself, because partnerships here are not working. This is about loving yourself enough to realise when something's not working. You can be assured that you are found very attractive at this present time and may be the subject of some advances. If so, romance will become playful or childlike. It is time for full heart blessings. What I'm getting here is that somebody may be giving their time and attention to another, thinking it's harmless, but it's still emotional, infidelity. So give your love to your partner, not to some other person who actually is trying to split you up. There may be cold and restrictive relationships, yes, because somebody feels isolated. Venus is the planet of charmers. Somebody's gaslighting somebody. So you may want to pour on the charm in a situation. So they can, gaslighters, narcissists can be very charming when they want to be, and then they take it away. There's a tendency to become more socially engaging. People will generally be sweeter, more helpful and amenable. It's a good period to smooth ruffle feathers or make peace with others. Use diplomacy because that will serve you best at this time. So I don't think diplomacy is going to work because it doesn't matter what you say. You're banging your head against the brick wall. These people are never going to listen. 26. Compensation. So you will be compensated for this situation in some way, because once we've had sickness, we appreciate health. Once we've had sorrow, we appreciate happiness. We know it, we learn it. So this is the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. This is the balance. You've learnt your lesson, or you will do, and it's time to take that knowledge. 26. Hips and thighs, weight gain, weight loss. When the Rainbow Prince appears as your ally, he reminds you of the law of compensation, the law of receiving. After the rainstorm that you will endure on your journey, the Rainbow Prince brings you a pot of gold, which is the result of you using all the elements of your inner light and reaching into the sky until you touch the material realm from one end to the other. This isn't always an easy process. Hard work, as she is, slugging her guts out, bless her, must be rewarded with a compensation. When you align yourself with the energy of giving, the highest value, your compensation is inherent in the act itself. So you give without thought of receiving, and you will get more from life. But the message here is more than that. The Rainbow Prince says to keep your sights on the sky after the rain starts. There'll be sunshine after the rain. That may have upset your life. Follow your bliss to the pot of gold waiting for you. Perseverance will pay off, and your rewards will be greater than you could ever imagine. So, oh dear, it was in reverse. This is Leo energy again, a lack of courage, cowardice, lack of strength, backbone, unpredictable, codependency. It's not good luck. It's also Sagittarius, it's the Hunter, it's Diana. She's been mentioned a lot, hasn't she? So we're talking number 13 now, which is Scorpio. The letters Y or E. The yew tree, the archer. So Sagittarius, graveyard, Scorpio. The past growing into the future. Idrisil, the family tree. Well, mum's not happy. The backbone of the universe. So someone hasn't got a backbone. They need to stand up for themselves. Horses, those born in the year of the horse. The hare, Bryony. Hunter wanderer. It's about taking risks. Someone may be wearing a false mask, impersonating someone else, so somebody forging your documents, signatures, etc. Assuming something's theirs that's actually yours. There's two sides to this story, two sides to the same coin. So somebody sat on the fence. It doesn't seem to have a reversed meaning, so I shall read it. Well, it says progress. I don't see progress here. I see a change that needs to take place. Then the progress. Even if your life seems to be moving at a snail's pace, a new situation will soon manifest itself, and events will speed up so much that you may find it difficult to keep track. But be careful that that new situation isn't a false promise. You need to pay close attention to what's happening around you and keep up, adapt, be ready to make a speedy decision. There's your decision in the next 2 weeks, I believe. It's going to be vital. This is about your hunting skills. So you must act as though you were an archer of old, waiting for your target in your sights. And then, when the moment is right, you must strike for it. Don't worry that you may miss your moment or indeed miss the target. You have the acumen and shrewdness to choose the correct time to act boldly when this occasion arises. Awaz shows that bravery has every indication of success. This rune encourages you to gather your courage and take the risk, because nothing ventured, nothing gained. Now is the time to take action. Awaz is thus considered to be a lucky rune for gamblers and those who live by the wits. So even if you feel like you've got nothing and somebody comes to you with a deal that seems brilliant, it's probably too good to be true. Its appearance in a reading may show the positive influence of a strong-willed person, especially a woman. Another good aspect of ours, so that would be the woman, the High Priestess, 229. Expected problems probably won't arise. Well, that's not the case. I think they will arise, but somehow you will be able to turn this around. The rune also indicates long-term benefits, even if you have to put up with an uncomfortable or stressful situation for a while. That's what I'm worried about. It is going to be an uncomfortable or stressful situation, and you've got to have courage and not give in. Awaz is said to be a beneficial indicator for students and also helps to dispel storms and calm tempestuous emotions. So try to keep the peace. It was a no inverted meaning. So especially if your kids are home from university, they're going through the exams and everything, it's going to be stressful. It won't go on forever. So Scorpio, Neptune in Scorpio. It's deep emotions, victims, martyrs, saviours, addictions. This placement carries the urge to sublimate personal power into religious or spiritual experiences. There we are, spiritual. But it's subject to delusion, so don't. Somebody may be very, very mentally exhausted or deluding themselves about a situation, and it's causing extreme headaches by the look of it. Escapist tendencies are heightened and hidden secrets will be revealed. Yes. Extreme cruelty is possible. There's the cruelty, and that's what I'm worried about. Somebody here wants to win at all costs and they don't care who they hurt to do it. Secrets coming out. Sagittarius, Leo, mothers, daughters, children, changes, an unhappy home. It's time to give yourself the love that you are getting from others. And it's not necessarily romantic love. Bloody allergies, I'm really sorry. Yeah, what you give out is what you'll get back. Monkey see, monkey do. Mirror. The mirror. If you smile, they smile. If you're being a wicked witch, they'll be a wicked witch. Simple as. Especially if you say the words, I think I'm turning to my mother. All the things you didn't want to say, you said you'd never say to your kids, is coming out your mouth. So the mirror. The mirror cracks, maybe. There it is. 44. Master number. Something is triggering you or someone else. We see our lives through our own experiences. And we project sometimes our feelings onto others. We think people love like we love. We think people judge like we judge. They don't. Every one of you is different. When someone reminds you of an unhealed experience, Chiron, something isn't healed, we get triggered. Often it's an unconscious thing. So somebody may say something offhand and you think, I can't believe they just said that. But they're not doing it deliberately. Well, some are, but they're not always doing it deliberately to hurt you. They just don't feel the same way you do. People and situations can trigger our mirrors to reflect back to us what we believe to be true. So your truth may not be their truth. You may be delusional. It doesn't matter what you think you are, who you think you are, if they perceive you differently. Mirrors pointing to our shadow and our light, so your faults as well as your positives. The part of us that has yet to be accepted, so love unconditionally, the good habits and the bad habits. If you can't do that, it's time to walk away. Somebody wants to be seen in this situation, wants to be witnessed and loved. This card is guiding you to look closely at what experiences or people currently triggering in you and what they could be mirroring back to you. You have felt like this before. There is an opportunity to heal something in you. You or they are shining a light on something that longs to be brought into the open, witnessed. This goes for the good and the bad. The good, the people that we admire, that we put on a pedestal. You should know that you're just as good as they are. and those who need to cut others down to size because they feel inferior. So if you despise someone or you envy them, it's fear. If you see a pauper on the street, it's fear of being that way. But everybody has a chance. But for the grace of Spirit, we'd be there too. If we do not realise that they trigger something in us, then it is still yet to be healed, and we will remain hurt and wounded all our lives. Who or what is triggering you? What is in you that they are triggering, and what part of you longs to be witnessed? It's time for it to come to light. Be honest. It may cause issues, possibly with mothers or family, but you have to choose. Are you going to face this, or are you just going to walk away? It's up to you, but it's going to cause a lot of trouble. Thanks for listening. Speak soon. Bye-bye.